If you are a woman over 60, I need you to listen closely because what I'm about to tell you may be the most surprising truth you've ever heard about your skin and aging. You can drink all the plain water you want and still wake up with dry, sagging, thinning skin, deeper wrinkles, and a tired face that no cream seems to fix. And here is the shocking part. It's not because your skin is aging. It's because your water is missing something. You see, after 60, it is not just your skin that changes. Your circulation changes too. When blood flow slows, the nutrients that keep your skin firm, hydrated, and alive stop reaching the surface. That is why your face feels thinner, your complexion looks tired, and fine lines quietly deepen. It's not just aging, it's silent nutrient starvation, even when you stay hydrated and use the best creams. My name is Dr. William Lee, a board-certified obstetrician and gynecologist with over 15 years of experience in women's health and hormonal skin aging. And today I want to show you a gentle, natural way to deliver collagen, oxygen, and hydration back to your skin using something you already drink every day. Water. Before we begin, please subscribe. Tell me which country you're watching from and help me reach 50,000 subscribers so I can keep growing this channel. Stay with me until the end. There's a small surprise that may change how you care for your skin forever. Now let's begin with the molecule that decides whether your skin looks tired or truly alive. 1. The molecule every woman over 50 needs: nitric oxide and collagen connection. Before we talk about creams, supplements, or even collagen drinks, we must talk about delivery. Many women are nourishing, protecting, and moisturizing their skin from the outside. Yet, their face still looks tired. Their skin still, the nitric oxide and collagen connection feels thin and wrinkles keep settling deeper. The reason is simple: collagen does not reach the skin just because it is inside your body. It reaches the skin because it is delivered there through blood flow. And that delivery depends on a small yet powerful molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the signal that tells your blood vessels to open, allowing oxygen, collagen peptides, elastin, and hyaluronic acid to travel directly to the dermis, the deeper layer of the skin where firmness, healing, and renewal truly happen. Without it, your bloodstream becomes like a road with closed gates. No matter how much collagen you take, it cannot fully reach the cells responsible for building and repairing your skin. After menopause, nitric oxide levels naturally fall by nearly 60% because estrogen, which helps stimulate its production, begins to decline. When nitric oxide is low, capillaries tighten, circulation slows, and the skin receives fewer nutrients, less hydration, and ultimately less collagen. This is why some women feel like their aging suddenly accelerated after 50, even though their lifestyle hasn't changed. When this happens, women often double their collagen intake, switch to richer creams, or try expensive treatments, but still feel their skin is dull, creased, or somehow unresponsive. The missing link is not what you apply or even what you consume. It is whether your body can transport those nutrients to where they are needed. Nitric oxide does not work like a cream, and it does not sit on the surface of the skin. It works like an invisible messenger carrying the building blocks of beauty: collagen, vitamins, minerals to the very places that need repair. I have often told my patients, collagen does not go to the skin because you apply it. It goes to the skin because your blood can carry it. Once you understand this, anti-aging no longer starts with what you apply. It starts with what you can deliver. Now let's look at what happens to collagen and skin renewal when nitric oxide begins to drop after 50. 2. What happens to collagen when nitric oxide drops after 50? There is a moment in a woman's life when aging stops being something she simply sees in the mirror and becomes something she begins to feel beneath her skin. It often starts quietly. Makeup no longer sits smoothly. The cheeks begin to look flatter. Fine lines around the eyes deepen overnight, and the skin loses that natural brightness that used to appear without effort. Many women describe it as if their face has deflated, like it has lost its inner fullness. That sensation is not just age. It is a biological slowdown, and it often comes with a subtle feeling of emotional insecurity. When nitric oxide levels fall after 50, especially during and after menopause, the skin stops receiving enough oxygen and nutrient-rich blood to repair itself, particularly at night when skin renewal is supposed to be at its peak. Collagen. Breakdown accelerates by nearly 30% in the first 5 years after menopause, while the fibroblast cells, the very cells responsible for producing new collagen, simply begin to sleep. Without nitric oxide, these fibroblasts do not receive the signal to wake up, rebuild, or regenerate the skin. Women often tell me, "Doctor, I still eat well. I take collagen, I drink water, but my skin still looks tired." That is because hydration is not the same as circulation. When circulation weakens, even the most expensive creams and supplements struggle to make a meaningful difference because the delivery system has slowed down. When this happens, the skin loses resilience. It becomes thinner around the neck, softer around the jawline. What happens when nitric oxide drops after 50, looser around the mouth? Fine lines that once disappeared with moisturizer begin to linger. Areas like the cheeks, temples, and forehead start losing firmness because collagen is no longer being repaired at the same speed it is being broken down. This stage is not failure. It is simply the skin asking for more support than hydration and antioxidants alone can provide. It is asking for nitric oxide, the messenger that tells your skin, renew, rebuild, restore. So the real question is not how much water you drink, but whether your body can actually deliver that hydration to where youth is rebuilt deep inside your skin. 3. Why plain water isn't enough for skin collagen and glow. For many women, staying healthy has always meant drinking plenty of water. They carry a bottle everywhere, sip throughout the day, follow the familiar rule of 8 glasses daily, and still find themselves wondering, why does my skin feel dry? Why do wrinkles keep appearing? Why do I look older even though I'm doing everything right? The truth is simple. Hydration is not the same as circulation. Plain water hydrates, but it does not actively deliver collagen, oxygen, or skin-repairing nutrients to the dermal layers where firmness, elasticity, and glow are truly restored. Hydration keeps you functioning, but only circulation keeps your skin renewing. That explains why a woman can be fully hydrated and yet still feel her skin tight, dull, and paper thin. Water alone cannot open the microcapillaries beneath your skin, cannot direct collagen to your face, and cannot awaken the fibroblasts responsible for repair. By the time a woman reaches her late 50s and early 60s, nitric oxide production has fallen sharply. This means that even if she drinks enough water, her blood vessels may remain tight, narrow, and unresponsive. Nutrients move slowly or not at all to the skin. That is why so many women describe themselves as hydrated but still aging. Some even say, "My body feels nourished, but my skin still looks tired." If you have ever felt this way, type 1 in the comments. If you think, "Hydration alone is still enough after 50, type 0. I'd love to hear your thoughts. When water is enriched with the right natural compounds, those that stimulate, protect, and transport nitric oxide, it stops being simple hydration. It becomes circulation. It becomes delivery. It becomes nourishment that can actually reach the areas of your skin that need to rebuild. This shift in understanding changes everything, not by drinking more water, but by knowing what to add to it. Because the beauty of mature skin is not about moisture alone. It is about movement. Movement of nutrients, of why plain water isn't enough oxygen, of collagen guided by nitric oxide. So if hydration alone is not enough, then what can we gently add to our daily water to help it carry collagen, oxygen, and life back into our skin? That is where the real transformation begins. For ingredient number 1, beetroot powder, nitric oxide builder for skin radiance. There is a reason many women over 50 feel that their skin suddenly loses its natural glow, even when their collagen intake and skin and care routines remain the same. It is not because collagen has stopped working. It is because circulation has stopped delivering it. This is where beetroot becomes remarkably powerful. Not as a cosmetic ingredient, but as a biological activator. Beetroot is one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates, the exact compounds your body converts into nitric oxide. Unlike creams that work only on the surface, beetroot works from within, opening the tiny capillaries under the skin of your face, neck, and hands, allowing collagen, oxygen, and nutrients to reach the dermal layer where skin renewal actually happens. In women after menopause, nitric oxide can drop by more than 50%, which explains the pale cheeks, dryness, uneven tone, and dullness that often appear despite good hydration. When beetroot powder is added to water, It stimulates nitric oxide production through a pathway that does not rely on strong estrogen levels, making it especially effective for women over 50. This nitric oxide surge improves microcirculation, revives fibroblast activity, and supports the delivery of collagen peptides to the skin. Women who consistently consume beetroot-enhanced water often describe their skin as looking more awake, alive, and luminous from within. It is not a surface glow, it is circulation renewed. In clinical observations, noticeable improvements are often seen within 7 to 14 days, while deeper changes to texture, hydration, and tone may take 4 to 6 weeks. Some even report that their skin begins to hold moisture differently, feeling plumper, smoother, and less fragile to the touch, especially around the eyes and mouth. Many also find it surprisingly easy to maintain this habit because it feels gentle, natural, and not like a treatment. But perhaps what matters most is not just what beetroot provides, but how it helps reawaken the skin's natural repair system, a system that has been quiet for years, simply waiting for the right signal. And while beetroot helps build nitric oxide, the next challenge is protecting it from breaking down too quickly. That is where another powerful natural ingredient begins to play its part. Ingredient number 1, beetroot powder, nitric oxide builder. 5. Ingredient number 2, pomegranate nitric oxide protector and collagen shield. Most women focus on how to build collagen, but almost no one talks about how to protect it yet. That is where true anti-aging really begins. Imagine doing everything right, taking collagen, eating well, even activating nitric oxide with beetroot. Yet, your skin still feels fragile, creases easily, and loses firmness faster than it should. The reason is simple, but often overlooked. Collagen is constantly under attack, not just from time, but from enzymes in the skin, called MMP1, which break it down. After menopause, these enzymes become more active, accelerating collagen loss, unless something shields the skin from within. This is where pomegranate plays an exceptional role, not just as a fruit, but as a biological protector. Pomegranate is rich in polyphenols, powerful natural compounds that help preserve nitric oxide, preventing it from breaking down too quickly. When nitric oxide stays active longer, circulation continues to deliver collagen, oxygen, and hyaluronic acid to the skin even hours after consumption. That is why pomegranate is often called the collagen guardian. But its benefits go deeper. When polyphenols from pomegranate enter the bloodstream, they help reduce oxidative stress around the fibroblasts, allowing these collagen-producing cells to repair and regenerate more effectively. In several studies, women showed improved skin firmness, fewer visible wrinkles around the eyes and mouth, and a more even tone after consistent use. Not because pomegranate added collagen, but because it helped protect what was already there. Many women describe a subtle but meaningful change. Within a few weeks, their skin doesn't just look better. It feels stronger, less likely to crease after sleep, less prone to irritation, and less paper-like around delicate areas such as the neck and under-eye region. Some even report that makeup sits better. Their skin responds more positively to gentle massage, and sensitivity gradually decreases as circulation stabilizes. Ingredient number 2, pomegranate, collagen protector. Pomegranate does not promise instant miracles. Instead, it supports the skin's quiet strength, helping it hold on to what truly matters: collagen, elasticity, and dignity. And what many women appreciate is that it works silently without demanding major changes. Just a small daily commitment, but protecting nitric oxide only solves part of the puzzle. What if we could also accelerate its production and enhance collagen transport even further? 6. Ingredient number 3, citrine from watermelon. Collagen transporter and skin elasticity booster. Many women spend years trying collagen creams, oral supplements, even expensive treatments. Yet the skin still feels thin, loose, and unable to hold firmness. It is not always because they lack collagen. Sometimes it is because collagen simply cannot reach the skin. This is where citrine, the natural amino acid found abundantly in watermelon, makes a remarkable difference. Unlike arginine pills, which often get partially destroyed in the stomach, citrine is gently converted into arginine inside the bloodstream, allowing the body to naturally produce nitric oxide with far greater efficiency. That means better circulation, especially to areas that tend to show aging first: the neck, jawline, and delicate eye region. Women after 50 often describe their skin as paper thin or not holding structure. Ingredient number 3, citrulline from watermelon, elasticity booster. That is often a sign of weak collagen delivery, not just weak collagen production. When citrine stimulates nitric oxide, tiny capillaries begin to open, bringing collagen amino acids, oxygen, and hyaluronic acid directly to fibroblasts, the cells responsible for building elasticity. Gradually, skin texture becomes less fragile. Fine lines, especially around the cheeks and under the eyes, begin to soften, not because collagen was added, but because it finally reached where it was needed. What makes citrine special is its gentle yet noticeable effect on elasticity. In studies, mature women who consume citrine-rich sources experienced improved skin pliability, better moisture retention, and less visible sagging, especially around the lower face and neck. Some even reported that their skin held its shape better when smiling or applying makeup instead of folding or creasing immediately. Even small improvements in elasticity change how women feel about their skin. Less fragile, less unpredictable, and more capable of recovery after daily stress and seasonal dryness, especially during hormonal fluctuations. This is not about looking younger. It is about skin that feels supported, nourished, and resilient. A kind of firmness that is not tight or stretched, but comfortably strong, as if the skin remembers how to support itself again. Ingredient number 4, pine bark extract, artery repair. And while citrine helps transport collagen more effectively, there is another ingredient that works from an even deeper layer, repairing the very pathway through which collagen travels. 7. Ingredient number 4, pine bark extract, the artery repair mechanic for aging skin. By the time a woman reaches her mid-50s, collagen loss is no longer just a surface issue. It becomes a circulation issue. The blood vessels that once easily carried nutrients, oxygen, and collagen-building amino acids to the skin begin to stiffen, weaken, and inflame. This subtle decline is not visible right away, but it slowly reveals itself through deeper lines around the mouth, slower skin healing, more sensitivity, and that persistent dullness that no moisturizer seems to fix. The truth is, without healthy microirculation, collagen cannot reach the skin even if the body is producing it. This is where pine bark extract, known scientifically as pyogenol, becomes uniquely powerful. It does not simply boost collagen, it helps heal the very highway that carries collagen to the skin. Research shows that pine bark extract strengthens and repairs the inner lining of blood vessels, the endothelium, allowing better blood flow to the face, neck, and under eye area where signs of aging appear first. In clinical studies, mature women taking pine bark extract for 12 weeks showed a GI. Ingredient number 5, leafy greens powder, circulation multiplier. 44% improvement in skin elasticity, a 35% reduction in wrinkle depth, and significantly better hydration retention. What makes pine bark truly remarkable is its dual action. First, it improves circulation by reducing inflammation in the vessel walls. Second, it enhances natural collagen production by stimulating fibroblasts and protecting them from oxidative damage. That means not only is more collagen produced, but more of it actually reaches the skin cells where it can truly make a difference. Some women even share that their skin feels less fragile to the touch, their under eye area becomes less hollow, and their complexion looks calmer and more balanced. Many women describe pine bark as the ingredient that helps their skin come back to life, not by adding something artificial, but by restoring a forgotten biological pathway. Skin feels comforted rather than stretched, supported rather than forced, and gradually becomes more resilient, less fragile, and more unified in tone and texture. Final thoughts and how to begin. So while we focus on building collagen, we must not overlook the importance of delivering it. And once delivery begins to recover, there is one more step: supplying long-term nourishment that helps the skin maintain what it has slowly begun to rebuild. 8. Ingredient number 5, leafy greens powder, the circulation multiplier for skin glow and collagen repair. There comes a point after trying different supplements, oils, and extracts when many women begin to wonder, how do I sustain all these improvements? This question becomes especially important after 50, when skin seems to improve one week, yet look dull and tired the next. The truth is, collagen repair is not a one-time event. It is a living, ongoing process that depends on a consistent supply of nutrients, particularly vitamins, minerals, and nitrates that keep nitric oxide and collagen active. This is where leafy greens powder becomes deeply valuable. It does not aggressively stimulate or force any change, but it nourishes the skin's natural renewal rhythm. Rich in folate, magnesium, vitamin C, vitamin K, and natural dietary nitrates, leafy greens powder supports both collagen production and circulation over time. While ingredients like beetroot or pine bark activate collagen delivery, leafy greens help sustain it day after day, quietly strengthening the skin's underlying support system. Women who use leafy greens powder regularly often notice something subtle but life-changing. Their skin feels calmer, better hydrated, more awake. Not in a dramatic overnight way, but gradually like a plant regaining strength after being watered consistently. Skin tone looks more even. Morning puffiness lessens. Makeup sits better not because the skin is firmer, but because it is healthier. Some women even mention that their skin no longer feels thirsty the way it once did, and fine lines appear softer rather than sharply defined. There is a sense of quiet stability, as if the skin finally found balance rather than chasing constant repair. But perhaps its most meaningful effect lies in prevention. Leafy greens help maintain blood vessel flexibility, reduce oxidative stress, and support the gentle repair that happens overnight when nitric oxide is still active. It becomes less about chasing results and more about preserving them, especially for women over 50, where skin renewal is slower. Nourishment must be steady rather than explosive. It reminds us that aging skin does not need pressure. It needs consistency, patience, and biological kindness. Because the goal is not just to build collagen today, but to help the skin remember how to heal itself tomorrow. And when the skin begins to remember, something more important than radiance returns: a quiet sense of confidence. Restoring collagen after 50 is not about chasing youth, but about gently reconnecting your skin with what it once knew: circulation, nourishment, and repair. When nitric oxide flows, when collagen is protected, and when renewal is supported, your skin does not try to look younger. It simply starts to look healthier, calmer, and more alive. And that, more than anything, is where beauty truly begins at this stage of life. If the guidance in these videos brings you clarity or comfort and you feel it adds value to your journey, your kind support or small donation would help keep this channel growing and allow me to continue creating free science-based content for women like us around the world. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for spending your time here with me.